Facebook, Tender Talk Live is here. Just give me a few minutes. Let's wait for a few people to get on board, and then we'll get straight into it. All right, Facebook Live. Hello, welcome back for another episode of Tender Talk. So yeah, still in the office. Makes it easy for me to stay here and get this done. So as you can see by the title, actually, how did everyone do in the hot weather today? If you're watching, please comment where you're watching from. What are you doing right now? What do you want to talk about? Leave your comments, please. This is what we're here to do, open up the discussion platform for everyone to feel safe, comfortable, ask questions that they are unreally sure. We're back. Turn the Wi-Fi off. So go 3G now, hopefully get a better connection. Okay, so pools. Today was a extremely hot day. Yesterday was extremely hot as well too, so I thought it'd be a fitting topic to discuss pools and how they can affect the construction of your new house, when to consider them. So first things first, who's got a pool? Who's considering to put a pool on the build of their new home? So couple of points to consider here. I've had a few things come through lately where people are actually doing a knockdown rebuild and they actually have a pool on their current property that they're wanting to obviously keep there to use later. Now, a couple of things I just want people to be aware of, and they can actually take into consideration when considering keeping the pool. So a couple of things that might come into play is the slope of your land. So let's say, for example, you have a pool, it's at the back of your house, but the slope of your land actually falls to the back of your home. It's something to take into consideration, and you want to make sure during the whole knockdown phase of the original house that the pool is actually retained properly, because sorry, not so much retained properly, but it needs to be protected, because then once the new construction takes place, everything's going to be falling towards that. So if it rains, all the building materials can actually just wash off and go into that as well too. So that's one kind of thing to look out for. But let's say on the other reverse side is the pool at the back of your house and it falls towards the street. So the pool's on the high side. So this is where you need to make sure that the pool is retained significantly, because obviously once you start touching the land and moving all the soil, it's going to start moving. So we really got to make sure that the pool will be retained if it is on the high side. Now that's talking about, obviously knock down and rebuild, and if you have an existing pool. So obviously you need to make sure you take precautions to protect that during construction. Speak to your builder on how they see best that being fit work. So that's the knockdown and rebuild if you have a pool. So before we get into the new home with the new land, fresh land, hasn't been built on before, guys, please in the comments below, I'd really like to know where you're watching from. I do appreciate you taking the time out of your night to join me for tonight, because I know everyone's busy. So this is why I try to do it at night. I want to accommodate people. I want to make sure people are comfortable at home, and they feel that they're in the right position to be able to ask me questions. So I hope you are not scared to comment or leave your questions below. Okay, so getting into the pool talk on a new property. So a couple of things need to consider here is obviously first things first is when you're going to actually do the construction of the new pool. Now, lots being a lot smaller and a lot tighter these days. Generally, most of the time you aren't going to be able to fit any equipment or machinery down the side of the property once the house has been constructed. So most cases these days, in a lot of the new areas, you're going to have to get the pool built before the construction of the new home takes place. Now, a couple of things, what generally happens, whether it's a construction or a fiberglass pool, they may dig the hole, pour the concrete, cover it up, finish it off later. Same thing with a fiberglass pool, dig the hole, put the pool in, fill it up, cover it, move in, finish it off. Now, I'd really recommend this. Don't be fooled by if no one around you has started to build yet, because it could come back and bite you that once you start building and you thought you're going to use next door's block for access, and then all of a sudden they start building. So really be careful with that one. And then you've got the consideration is, you may have a quite large block and you can actually fit machinery down the side, so then you can actually do it after once you've moved in. So the best people to talk to about that is the pool company. They'll be able to tell you what size they need and how big they want. And then obviously, delegating this with the builder and where the pool's going to go, because some things can affect pools. So your basics might get affected because you might have to increase the windows. You might want to put some certain power points in spots for pool tanks. They may require locks on the windows, fences on the al frescoes. And also, heating and cooling of the house could be affected. So, do make sure this topic is brought up and you do consider how the pool's going to be situated. And, you may be having some custom designs that you want to design around a pool, but, you can find a lot of designs out there that actually do, give you an option to fit a pool in there. So, today being that 40-degree heat day, I thought it was not 40 degrees, but, it's close enough. Having these two back-to-back hot days, I really thought it was a good topic to cover with, is talking about pools. So, that'll do us for tonight. Thanks for everyone who popped in, joining me live tonight. I know we didn't get many comments live, but we will get there. Please, guys, feel free to let me know anything you're questioning and feel uncomfortable about talking. I'd love to address it for you. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on tonight's Tender Talk. Stay tuned. A lot more blog posts coming out. A lot more site visits to come. Trying to finish off the year strong. So let me know if you have anything else we need to cover. Thanks for watching, guys.